My name's Randy Antrikin. I live in Oklahoma. I own a construction business, have for about 15 years now, and I'm very passionate at what I do. About 7-8 years ago, the social media bubble kind of bursted. Kind of was in with one foot and was checking it out, just kind of like what everyone else is doing. Then I started advertising my products on social media, mainly Facebook, and the business took off. And so I started just following my gut instinct and started advertising, and it's just completely transformed my business. Well, here recently, I feel like Instagram has turned into Facebook for me about 5 years ago. So I started with 0 followers for my page PMHOKC, and it's grown to almost 18,000 followers so far. And I'm gonna basically replicate that for my new business, Patio Galaxy. And I want to show everyone out there that it's not only possible, but it's really easy. And if you know what you're doing, I can definitely teach you how to get there. I'm going to do it with you, and I'm really excited to do this again. I have a lot of knowledge on social media marketing, a lot of knowledge, self-taught knowledge on Instagram. And so I want to take you along this journey with me and really just kind of document the process as well. It was a really fun thing to go through. I mean, there's no better feeling than waking up and seeing that you're 100 followers higher. And yeah, that sounds like a small number in the grand scheme of things with 17,000 followers, but I can tell you one thing, it's just as satisfying right now to get 100 followers as it was whenever I had 50 followers and I went from 50 to 150. It really is. So why am I doing this video? I want to just start off with this first video with kind of describing things like what I'm doing right now, just why am I doing this, things like that. So the reason why I'm doing this is really just kind of what I just said. I really think it's easier than most people think it is, and I want to document. And so I've been doing a lot of YouTube lately. I'm trying to build my YouTube channel, and I also want to set this goal as something to hold me accountable to actually build something. And so this is something I'm going to implement on a business I have right now. Patio Galaxy is my second business. So it's an e-commerce business, has a website. We have a showroom, a retail store that's kind of sharing with the construction business right now. So I want to build this. Okay, second question, why 10,000 followers? And yeah, 10,000 sounds like a very round number, sounds like a really cool number to hit. There's a reason why I'm saying 10,000 followers. So when I hit about 3,000 followers on PMHOKC, I really started doing more research, and I found out that 10,000 followers will activate a swipe up call to action on Instagram. Guys, you have no idea how powerful the swipe up call to action is on Instagram. It is probably the most powerful call to action tool out there, and I'm implementing it right now. I'm going to show you guys some behind the scenes stuff. I have no problem showing people this. This is nothing proprietary about this. I don't even know what that word means, but it sounds cool to say it. But anyways, there's nothing special about what I'm doing, and I promise you guys I'm gonna show you as much as I possibly can. But as far as this new journey, we're gonna show you every single little thing. So 10,000 followers is the goal. I promise you, do some research on the swipe up method. It is very, very powerful, and I'm making lots of money from it right now on Instagram. Really, it's taken over Facebook. Facebook is still very lucrative to make money off of, but not near as much as Instagram currently. Things change. You have to be willing to adapt. So I want to try not to make this video too long. So I'm going to get through some of these questions I have. So the importance of consistency in stories. I'm going to touch on this really quick. Stories is basically your way of engaging with your audience. Stories, a lot of people say, I don't have time to do it. I can promise you, you will never hit the followers that you want to unless you put in the time and the consistency. You cannot post 1 or 2 stories a week and get away with it. Nobody's gonna watch your stuff. If you ever have looked at your Instagram and seen the stories, the top 10 people are the people that you hit on a regular basis and look at their stories. And so Facebook and Instagram, same thing, right? Because Facebook owns Instagram. They have an algorithm that basically, how do I say this? Like learns your behavior. And so it knows who you like the most and it pushes them to the front. So if you have, think about this, if you have someone consistently hitting your story, then whenever they open up their Instagram, they're gonna be looking at you right off the bat. And it's gonna be highlighted to where you have content. And the more someone hits on your stories, the more you're feeding that algorithm to show your stuff. So stories is very, very important. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's a lot of work. It takes a lot of time, but I'm gonna show you some tips that I do that will help you save some time and leverage your time and get more for less. So very consistent stories, super important. Okay, so just I want to touch a little real quick about how I got to 17,000 followers on PMHOKC. So I'm just gonna hit a few things. There's a lot of things that I could tell you right now, but I don't want to make this video too long. What I did, and we're gonna go through this exact same process. So do as I do, not as I say. Watch me do it. The main thing is you cannot have crap photos. Like you have very little, you have maybe 1 second to grab someone's attention on Instagram. It is very first impression-ish. So you have to catch someone's attention. So no bad photos. You know, you have to grab someone's attention. So that's number one. Number two, you got to do hashtags. Hashtags are the search engine of Instagram. If you don't have hashtags, you really have nothing but pictures. Yeah, you might get discovered, but people research hashtags. And so it's not only important to have hashtags, but pertinent relative hashtags to your niche or niche, whatever it is, or what you want to be discovered in. And so pertinent, like make it count. Like don't just put, don't put hashtag goals. Okay, well, what do you mean by goals? I mean, people can put that all the time, but it doesn't mean it's going to help you. Another thing is don't do the follow for follow. If you don't know what that is, like you just go follow someone and then they follow you back and you just basically hope that it happens. Like don't do that. It's really kind of weak, and you're not gaining true followers when you do that. Those people are going to just unfollow you, just like you're going to unfollow them, because if you're not interested in their content, what do you think they're going to do with you whenever they get tired of you? They're going to unfollow you too. So easy come, easy go. Just remember that. We're going to talk about Pixel. Excuse me, get a drink. So we're going to talk about the Facebook Pixel. Pixel is one of the most important things of my strategy. Just in a nutshell, Pixel is a piece of HTML code that Facebook gives you, and you put it on the coding in the background of your website or wherever you want to put it. I have it on my website. Anybody that goes to my website gets captured. Imagine the pixel as like an imaginary net. So whenever the pixel's in the background of your website, it's basically gathers the information of that person that goes to your website, and they're in your net, the pixel. It's took me a long time to understand the pixels, but I'm going to show you that. We're going to do that, not today, but I will show you how to do that. But retargeting is what the pixel is all about. Retargeting is where the magic happens, and I can promise you that almost all of the success I've had on, after a certain point, to start off, you have to gather up that pixel, has to gather up all the people that fall into your net. And so I don't want to say like it's a trap, but it's just a tool that Facebook gives you. And I'm going to explain a little bit more, because it took a lot of research for me to actually get my head around this, because I am not computer savvy. It's really hard for me to pick up on stuff. I have to be spoon-fed, but everything I'm teaching you guys, I've been spoon-fed. Last thing, make adjustments and take notes. Look, the market is undefeated. The market always wins. What you care about your photos does not mean a flipping thing. If you think you have the best post, the best photo, and the market is spitting it back and not giving you likes, then it's wrong. Move on. Don't dwell on that, because I can promise you the market has never lost. It will tell you exactly what you're asking it. If you get a swing and a miss on a post, move on. Trust me, I've been there. I've held on to that ad that was not performing. But I'm going to show you some tips to organically find the posts that do the best for you. And I'm going to go into a lot of tips, stuff that I could just talk hours on. I've got notes and notes and notes, just pages of notes that of data that I've learned from. And this is not anyone else's notes. This is my notes. So I'm going to take a real quick break, and I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to show it at the computer. We're going to dive into setting up the account correctly in order to start getting people to notice you. So that's going to be today. Quick rundown of this series. So if it takes me longer than 4 months, I'm going to take you along on a journey. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. I think I can do it in 4 months. I've done it before. I've went from 10,000 to almost 18,000 likes in less than a month. So I can tell you, this is like a locomotive. It's a slow moving train. The faster you get, the harder it is to slow down. And that's the best analogy I can give you. And so we're gonna take this step by step. As of right now, I have planned for 1 video a week. And if I have some good stuff to tell you guys, or want to make some adjustments in the middle of the week, which I probably will, I'll probably do a quick video, but more than likely I'll videotape that little session and add it in with the weekly video, and I'll just timestamp that video to where you can just know the day and time. And I'm going to be completely 100% transparent with you guys, because I am not here to sell you anything. I'm not here to blow smoke. I'm actually here to show you this and then document the journey. And then maybe one day this video gets put on YouTube and it does really well. But I'm not concerned with that right now. I just want to help a lot of the people out that I personally know on Facebook, asking a lot of questions. I mean, look, I'm getting noticed. I understand that. I'm doing a lot of good things, and I am just a well of information right now, and I want to help people. I have no intention ever in the future of selling you a course. So just get that out of your head right now. So yeah, let me take a quick break, and I will turn this camera around and we'll get started and at least get something done tonight. Hey guys, welcome back to the video. Alright, so I have my camera pointed right at my laptop, and I promise you I'll get out of the Stone Age and figure out how to record my screen. But for now, this is just going to have to work. Hopefully you can see. So the video is already getting a little long, so I'm not going to get too far in depth and everything. This video is more of an introductory, but I am going to go ahead and get the account. The account is set up. So PMHOKC has, as you can see, has 79 followers. I mean, to be honest with you guys, these are all friends and family. There's a few people in there that, you know, I've attempted to you know, draw into the page. And so what we're going to do now, I told you guys I was going to add a lot of tips and just some knowledge along the way. This was done all wrong. So this was done a long time ago. So here's what I want us to do. I want us to get 15 quality posts on your homepage. So we're not going to do hashtags tonight. I'm going to talk about hashtags later because that's going to be a whole separate video. I'll probably actually do hashtags on the next video just because it's going to help us get discovered. But what I'm going to do is record the video of me doing that so that I can kind of edit out some of the delays, because a lot of that's just kind of rinse and repeat type stuff. So today, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. To be honest with you guys, most of these are crap. Like, there's no reason to have this. Memes are okay, but honestly, that's more of a Facebook thing. I don't think that memes should be on your wall for Instagram. And I'm gonna actually get into a video of like comparing Facebook versus Instagram, because I have also have a phrase called earn the right to criticize. So everything I'm telling you I've done before. We have like 10,500 followers on Facebook. So I do have experience on Facebook too. I kind of feel like the land grab of likes on Facebook is over. Let's get into Instagram. So I'm gonna delete some of these. So a lot of these are just old posts that it's just, they're not doing anything for me. So if I can figure out how to delete this stuff, let's see. We're just gonna do it on the mobile version. So I gotta delete some of these people or these posts. So let's go to Patio Galaxy. All right, so delete. Okay, so I don't know why it's not working on the desktop version, but basically what I'm doing is I'm just going in here and deleting all of these. I told you guys I'm not very savvy on the computer, so bear with me. All these Christmas posts, they're just, I mean, I don't know. In my opinion, you use them and then you just delete them. There's just no point in having all this stuff. Memes have no business on Instagram. I promise you. You know, posting them once or twice here and there is fine, but what we're trying to accomplish here is people to go to your profile, and we're gonna actually make a really good first impression. This does not make good first impressions. So this is the pergola kit that's on our website. Here's a grill. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this up. That's actually a really nice kitchen photo, so I might even boost that on a future post. This, let's get rid of that. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the desktop version. Sorry about that. If you couldn't see, really sorry about that. Okay, so here we are back on the Instagram page. So let me refresh this. All right, so we have 3 posts here. None of these are really bad. They're not great, but what we're gonna do is we need 15 posts. So all of them have to be high quality. So let's get busy. I've already got some stuff ready for you just to save some time. So let's create a post. Okay guys, so I'm back. It took me a little while to get the 15 posts up, so I'm not gonna drag you through all of that stuff, but as you can see here, I've got 15 posts here, and I had it only like 3 a second ago, and so I don't know why it's doing this. Okay. All right, so yeah, I have 15 up. Now I want you to get 15 quality posts. So yeah, these aren't like the best, but they're gonna do much better than the average post. And so a lot of these you can just click on and it goes back to full, and it'll show in a news feed to be a full post. The main thing is that like the first photo, treat it like a thumbnail. So a thumbnail is like something that draws the attention in. So have your most best picture very front and center. So yeah, I mean, I'm not advertising fireplaces on Patio Galaxy, but you can see the TV cabinet. It's gonna draw some people's attention in. I have a story behind this photo, yeah, it has to do with PMH and the other website. But okay, so yeah, I'm following 89 people right now. Let's just go through some stats. I have 79 followers. Like I said, these are all friends and family pretty much. 15 posts, as you can see. Most of them are kitchens and appliances. Pretty nice photos. I mean, the lights draw your attention here. This bright cedar tone kitchen draws your attention here. The white brick. This right here has a lot to look at. You know, this is a very popular photo. I know it is because it is on our other page. You know, the German smear. I mean, just these bright colors are all, yeah, I mean, I wish they were like a little bit better, but from my experience, these are good enough. So we'll add hashtags to these in the next video. I'm not going to get into it. Like I said, it's a lot of time, and so I don't want this video to be too long. I am going to cut this video down a little bit, and so I want you guys to do this. Go and audit your Instagram account and start deleting anything that is like a meme, a stupid photo, school's closed, we're closed today. Yeah, that's relevant to whenever you posted it, but the day after, when it's no longer pertinent to what's on your wall, take that crap down. Nobody wants to see that. Like, there's nothing worse than hitting someone's Instagram and all you see is meme. Like, there's people that I see that I'm friends with that does that, and I just don't even get it, because I mean, people's not coming to your Facebook to see, or your Instagram to see updates. They're coming to see your portfolio. And although that post does help you in the time of you needing it, it does no good in the long run. So let's do that, and let's cut this video off here in a second. And in the next video, let's talk about hashtags and some strategy. Okay guys, that's gonna conclude this video. I'm gonna end it right there. So just to recap, we have 15 posts or more. If you have more, that's great. Delete all your crap videos and photos. No one wants to see that. And clean up everything. Clean up your mission statement or your description. Get that all cleaned up. And we'll put hashtags next time. I have a lot of stuff to say about hashtags, but we'll see you in the next video. Give it a day or two, and I'll get back on here and we'll do hashtags. Thank you guys for watching this time, and we'll see you next time.